So there's this new AI assistant that's been quietly bubbling up, and believe me, it's nothing like Siri or Alexa. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and find out the real truth about Clawdbot. And hey, before we dive in, if you're into explainers like this, do me a quick favor and smash that like and subscribe button below. It really helps us out.
So let's just cut to the chase, right? Is this thing, Clawdbot, what Siri was supposed to be all along? You know the feeling, you ask your phone a simple question and it just gives you a web search. Ugh. Well, we're about to see why Clawdbot is a whole different ballgame. All right, so what's the big idea here? What's the core promise that's getting everyone so excited? Okay, just picture this for a second. An assistant that actually remembers what you told it last week. Crazy, right? And get this, it messages you first to get your day started. And maybe the biggest thing of all, it actually does stuff for you. This isn't just a slightly better Siri. It's a totally different way of thinking about what an assistant can even be. So what exactly is it? Well, officially, it's an open-source, messaging-first AI assistant. Messaging first just means it hangs out where you do, in your chat apps like WhatsApp or Telegram. But here's the kicker, the really important part. It all runs on a machine that you control. And that, well, that's a total game changer. So, what's the secret sauce? Why are people getting so hooked on this? It really boils down to three simple but powerful things. 1, it has a real memory. 2, it's proactive. It pings you. And 3, it does real automation, not just busy work. Okay, that all sounds amazing, but how does it actually work? Let's get into the nuts and bolts without getting too nerdy. You know, the crazy thing is how simple the whole process is. Seriously, you just send a message, say in WhatsApp. That message goes to this thing called the Clawdbot gateway. Think of it as mission control. The gateway then figures out what to do. Maybe it calls an AI model like Claude or ChatGPT, or triggers an action. And then, boom, the answer just shows up right back in your chat. Super straightforward. And this gateway idea? That's the whole magic trick. Don't think of it as just another chatbot. No. It's more like your own personal air traffic controller for all your digital stuff. It's the thing that connects all the dots, remembers what's going on, and actually pushes the buttons to get things done. And this is so crucial. Because that gateway runs on your machine, the brain and all its connections to your apps and data, it's all under your control. This is a massive shift, right? We're taking back control from the big tech companies who want to own your personal assistant. Okay, next up, we need to bust a myth. A big one. Because if you've been on social media, you've seen the pictures of all those stacked Mac Minis, and we need to talk about that. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen this kind of thing, right? These photos of stacks of Mac Minis, these crazy home lab setups, it gives off this vibe that you need like a mini data center in your basement just to run this thing. But is that really the case? Let's just put the myth and reality side by side. The myth, you need a Mac Mini farm. The reality, your own computer's probably fine to get started. The myth, you need a whole data center in your house. The reality, a tiny cloud server can do the job. And the myth that it's super expensive to run? Nope. The reality is the gateway is mostly just playing traffic cop with messages. It's not doing the heavy lifting. In fact, you can get this whole thing running 24/7 for, wait for it, about $5 a month. Yeah, $5. That is a long way from a stack of pricey Mac Minis, isn't it? So when do you actually need more power? Good question. And the answer is pretty simple. Only if you decide you want to run the big AI models yourself on your own machine for ultimate privacy. Or, if you're running some seriously intense automations all day long. For most of us, totally not necessary to start. Okay, now we get to the really cool part. We know what it is, we know how it works, but what can you do with it? Let's talk about the superpowers this thing gives you. Superpower number 1, the daily briefing. Imagine this. You wake up, grab your phone, and there's already a message waiting for you that sums up your entire day. Key meetings, deadlines, any emails you need to jump on. But the real magic? It just shows up. You don't have to ask for it. Now that is what an assistant should do. Okay, superpower number 2 is a big one. Finally taming your email inbox. Right from your chat app, you can just tell Claudebot, hey, unsubscribe me from this newsletter, or find that important email from my boss, or even draft me a reply to this. Think about it. Less jumping between tabs, less of that constant app switching that just drains your energy. And superpower number 3, scheduled automations. This is the ultimate set it and forget it life hack. You can literally tell it one time. Every Friday at 5 p.m., send me a summary of my week. And it just does it. Forever.
You can use this for anything, tracking your habits, getting alerts about your finances, whatever you want.
Okay, so after all that, the big question remains, should you try it? Is it right for you right now? Let's break it down.
All right, here's the deal. You should totally jump in if you're craving an assistant that actually remembers things, if you're sick and tired of that copy-paste life, and if you're cool with a tiny bit of setup. Now, on the other side, you should probably hold off if you're looking for a super polished, ready for the boardroom kind of product, or want absolutely zero setup. It's open source, remember, so it's going to have some rough edges.
Look, if there's just one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. Clawdbot isn't trying to be a smarter ChatGPT. It's trying to replace your entire workflow. It's not about what the AI says, it's about what the AI does.
And that kind of leaves us with a pretty cool final thought, doesn't it? Maybe the future of AI isn't some fancy website you have to go visit. Maybe it's a quiet, useful helper that just lives where you live, right inside the chats you're already having every single day.